Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here with a quick video to let you know that I have a few vintage sewing pattern notebooks in my Etsy shop. Let me just read off the details. So these are the covers. It's mostly filled with notebook paper, but there are some vintage pages, and I'll show you that in a second. But they are 8.5 by 5 1/4 inches. The coil size is 1 inch. There are 95 pages total in here, so 190 sides, front and back. And yeah, they will be in my Etsy shop by the time this video goes up. And let me go ahead and show you the covers. These are probably from the 70s, these covers. And this one. And the back will look like this. So I left it very rustic because I want the pattern envelope to show through. So whoever purchases this, it's as, I guess, authentic as possible. Let me see if the date was intact here. This is actually from 1969. There are vintage children's book pages in here. All the books have the same type of pages. Obviously, they're different pages, but from the same book. So I believe this is a Dick and Jane book from the 80s. This is a textbook. It's a vintage textbook. I can't remember what year. I think it's the 50s. Some graph paper. Most of it, like I said before, is notebook paper. There's 80 notebook pages in here. A nature book. A vintage dictionary page. More graph paper. Then here we have another section of notebook paper. This is a music page from the 1900. I mean, literally 1900. Graph paper. More notebook paper here. Nature page. Vintage dictionary page. This is from a notepad. More graph paper. The last section of notebook paper. And then vintage dictionary page, graph paper, and that Dick and Jane book. So they're all formatted the same. They have the exact same number of pages and format. So I will leave the link to my Etsy shop down below. And the cover, the insides of the book cover, if it ended up being good, I left it intact as is. But some of, and these are made from hard back books. So the cover is from an actual hardback, is that what we call it? Hardcover book. Sometimes it was imperfect when I dismantled the book. So this one has some tape right there. This is my handmade tape. And this one, I recovered it with this page, this printable. The printable is from Jenny Allsorts. I love these vintage looking images. But yeah, now let me see if there are more dates on any of these. No, I guess they don't come with it, although this is Simplicity as well, and it did have a date. Or wait, no, didn't it have a date? Am I seeing things, you guys? Oh, it's on the inside. Okay, that kind of scared me. I was like, I thought I saw it. Okay, let's see if it... Okay, this punched out the date. Let's see this one. This is from 1977. And this one, 1974. Yeah, I thought I saw it. I'm like, am I going crazy here? All right, so these are in the Etsy shop. I am running a little promotion. I made some prototype notebooks, also with the Zutter Bind It All. This is how these are all binded. And I did make some little notebooks. They're more like scratch paper notebooks to use up the like offcuts. And so I am giving one away with each order while supplies last, and they will be picked at random. But basically, there's notebook paper in here. On the back side, there is a line. Some of them have a line in the front side. That's why they're just prototypes. It's binded by the Zutter Bind It All. For example, this one, and these are prototypes, so they're imperfect. The seam is on the outside. But I think it's super cute. It's very useful. It's pretty thick. I think this has 200 pages. And it's good just for jotting down notes. And it's just, you know, me using up the extra bits and pieces of wire and notebook paper. And it makes a really useful notebook. So there's this one as well. I think this is the only one where the seam is on the outside. So all the rest are binded correctly. But I think the images are super cute. These images are from Red Deb on Etsy. I think I have that right. It's from Red Deb. I love her images. So there's this one. And this has a line in the front. This has a line on the back. And there's this one. This one's a thinner one. And then this one. So every order from my shop will get one of these notebooks. I will leave the link to my Etsy shop down below. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching today. If you are not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. And if you liked this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.